Hi, welcome to the seekdb Deep Dive series. In today's video, we're going to walk through a feature in seekdb that really changes how you work with AI inside your database, the AI function service. If you have ever worked on integrating large language models into an application, you probably know the typical workflow. You set up an external service, send data back and forth, and maintain a separate workflow just for AI tasks. It works, but it's complex and expensive, and it already adds latency that you don't really want. The AI function service in seekdb solves this by bringing AI model capabilities directly into the database through standard SQL expressions. This means you can extract information, generate text, create embeddings, or perform re-ranking all without leaving the database. seekdb exposes this through a package called dbms AI service, which provides end-to-end management of AI models and endpoints. Once the models are registered, you can use the set of SQL-native AI functions to invoke them directly inside your queries, with no additional application code or service orchestration. So, your AI pipeline becomes a SQL pipeline. seekdb ships with 4 built-in functions that cover most of the common AI workflows: AI embed, AI complete, AI prompt, and AI re-rank. AI embed takes text and turns it into vector embeddings using a registered embedding model. If you're building search, RAG pipelines, or recommendation systems, this is the easiest way to generate vectors directly using SQL. Next one, we have AI complete. This function calls a text generation model using your prompt and your data. It can summarize, classify, extract, whatever your model is capable of. You don't need extra scripts or any ETL pipeline, and the input and output stay inside your database. And then there's also AI prompt. Think of it as a helper when your prompt needs to combine instructions with dynamic content like data from different columns. Instead of concatenating strings by hand, you define the pieces and AI prompt builds the final text, and that output can be passed straight into AI complete. And finally, AI re-rank. This one works as a post-ranking step. After you run hyper search or document retrieval and narrow the results down to a small candidate set, AI re-rank takes the shortlist you've got and applies a re-rank model to sort these candidates with much higher precision. All of these functions work the same way. You write SQL, seekdb calls the model, and the result comes back in your query output. And once everything's in SQL, you can filter it, join it, store it, whatever your workflow needs, without building extra infrastructure around it. So, at a high level, the idea is pretty simple. seekdb gives you a SQL-native way to call AI models directly. No extra scripts, no custom pipelines, no separate services you have to glue together yourself. You write SQL, the model runs, and the results come back as part of the query. Embedding, generation, re-ranking all become part of your normal SQL workflow, and that just makes the whole pipeline a lot easier to build and maintain. Alright, that's the core concept. Now we'll jump into a hands-on demo so you can see how these functions actually work in practice. Just a quick note here, everything we're about to run, including the SQL commands, is already documented in seekdb docs. So if you want to try this out later, you can reference the docs at any time. Okay, now we're going to build a simple Q&A system inside seekdb using the AI functions we introduced earlier. I've already set up my environment and connected to seekdb here. So first, we need to register the models we'll use. So I'm going to copy the commands and hit enter. Now, all the models are registered. Next, let's set up a small knowledge base table. And then insert some sample documents. Now, generate embeddings. Okay, now every row has its embedding generated inside the database. Let's try a question. For this demo, I'll create a small candidate list. Okay, now run re-ranking. You'll see the re-ranker returns a JSON array with each document score and index, so we know which one is the most relevant. Finally, let's generate the answer using AI complete and AI prompt. Alright, And that's our final result. What you just saw is an end-to-end AI workflow, embeddings, search, re-ranking, and generation, all built with SQL and run directly inside seekdb. No extra services, no separate pipelines, just SQL. Okay, and that wraps our video for today. If you're already using SQL, you can start experimenting with these AI functions right away. All the commands from this demo are available in the seekdb docs. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.